Hi everybody, this is Terry again, speaking to you from the book of Genesis, and today it's Genesis part 38 and Genesis 25 verses 1 to 11. And over the past short period of time, we've been looking at the uh, colourful life of Abraham, and he was called by God at the age of 75 to leave his home. Um, no, the home life he had known, and travelled to the land which God would show him. He travelled with his nephew Lot until the families got too big, and Abraham suggested to Lot he choose which way he wanted to go, and Lot chose his way, and Abraham went the opposite direction, so there would be more than enough land for each of them. We saw Abraham stumble a couple of times with his wife in danger, put his wife in danger with his lies, and then we saw him make mistakes in agreeing to father a child with Hagar, the maid of his wife Sarah, and we rejoiced with Abraham as Isaac was born to Sarah at 90 years old, which is quite humorous. But we are stunned with Abraham as he was tested by God to give Isaac up as a sacrifice, which was quite a stunning picture as we saw the other day. And we can sympathise with Abraham as he secured a wife for his son. But before we leave Abraham, we need to just think about something that sort of shows his life, if you like, in a sentence. And not surprisingly, these words spur us on to examine our own lives. And I want to just make this statement: Abraham lived until he died, and I want to emphasize, underline the word lived. He lived until he died. Um, let's face it, we spend a good portion of our lives wishing them away. And when you were younger, you want to be older so that you can drive, you can go out on dates, you can set your own rules. A little when you're a little older, we want to be older still so we can earn more and buy more. And in the middle years, we find ourselves dreading the work we have to do and longing for a week to pass so we can enjoy the weekends. You know, a lot of people are like that. They just want to enjoy their weekends. Suddenly we find ourselves, where did the time go? Where has all the time gone? And we wish we could get it back. Do you see something that's of a bit of common in these sentiments? Abraham was 75 when he left home to follow God's command. He had a child when he was 100. His wife died when he was almost 140. It broke his heart, but Abraham still did not stop living. He continued living. He took another wife, and in the text we see he had 6 more sons. And can you imagine being a parent again at 140 years old? I mean, can you imagine having toddlers running around when you're 60? What about when toddlers are running around when you're 160? I mean, that's amazing. Notice that the great sort of, it's been on his tombstone, a great statement on his tombstone. He was an old man full of years. It's easy to miss the significance of these words. The Hebrew for full of years literally means full of and satisfied. Interesting thing is, if you apply that to today, are we living to the full? Are we living our lives to the full? Are we satisfied with our lives? Are we satisfied with the status quo in our lives? Have you stopped living and start merely existing in your life? Well, here's some ideas of how you can enjoy the journey a little bit more. The first thing is, instead of starting a day with "oh no, not another day," start it with this: "This is the day that the Lord has made. I will I will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. Be glad today, because God has made this day particularly for you. Make time for God and savour those moments. Read his word and share your heart with him every day. What is on your heart today? Share it with God. Read his word and share your heart with him. He wants to hear from you. He does. Seriously. Talk about yourself and your life in the positive rather than the negative. It's easy to look at the things that are wrong, but what I'm going to suggest is look at the things that are right in your life. There are some, if you look for them. Be positive, not negative. Make a point to look for the silver lining in your life. You know, even if it's not today, it was yesterday. Look for the things that encouraged you and the words that have encouraged you over the years. Write them down. Look at them daily. Speak positive into your life. Speak the word of God, which is positive, into your life, and you will find your life will change. You will be able to live a full life, just like Abraham. Have a great day, and speak to you again soon. Bye.